Hello and welcome back to Dr. Health Tips, your trusted companion for living stronger, longer, and healthier after 60. I'm Dr. Eric John, and every week, I share simple but powerful ways to help seniors across America protect their hearts, minds, and bodies naturally. Today's topic might surprise you. Because what if I told you that some vegetables, yes, vegetables, could actually raise your risk of stroke overnight? Now, I know that sounds shocking. We've all been told vegetables are the ultimate health food. But for seniors, especially those over 60, certain types of vegetables can secretly trigger high blood pressure spikes, blood clot formation, or even arterial inflammation, all of which can increase the chances of a stroke. So stay with me until the very end, because I'll not only reveal which vegetables could be putting your health at risk, but also which ones can protect you from strokes, improve your circulation, and keep your heart beating strong for years to come. Section 1: Understanding Stroke in Seniors. Let's start with the basics. A stroke happens when the blood supply to part of your brain is interrupted or reduced, depriving brain tissue of oxygen and nutrients. Within minutes, brain cells start to die. In the United States, stroke is the fifth leading cause of death and a major cause of disability, and those over 60 are at the highest risk. But what many people don't realize is that diet, specifically, the kind of vegetables you eat, can make a massive difference in whether you're protected or exposed. You see, not all vegetables are equal. Some help lower blood pressure and cleanse the arteries. But others, especially if eaten in excess or prepared incorrectly, can raise sodium levels, affect your potassium balance, and even thicken your blood. And when that happens, your risk of a blood clot or sudden stroke increases, sometimes overnight. So let's break it down together. Section 2: The Shocking Truth: Vegetables that may raise stroke risk. Now before I reveal the culprits, I want to be clear. No vegetable is bad by nature. It's about how much, how often, and in what form you're eating them, especially when your body changes after 60. Let's look at a few that can pose a problem for older adults. 1. Pickled or canned vegetables. You might think, well, I'm eating vegetables, so it must be healthy. But here's the problem: most canned and pickled vegetables are loaded with sodium. Sodium draws water into your bloodstream. That raises your blood volume and puts pressure on your arteries. Now, for someone in their 30s, the kidneys might flush that extra sodium easily. But after 60, kidney function slows, and blood vessels lose elasticity. The result? Blood pressure spikes, fluid retention, and increased strain on the heart, all key factors for stroke. I've seen patients who loved canned soups, pickled cucumbers, or jarred sauerkraut daily, believing they were doing something good, only to end up with dangerously high blood pressure readings. If you enjoy these foods, switch to low-sodium or homemade versions, rinse canned vegetables before using, and keep your total sodium under 1,500 mg per day if you're over 60. 2. Potatoes, especially fried or mashed with salt and cream. Potatoes by themselves aren't the enemy, but the way most people eat them is. French fries, potato chips, mashed potatoes with butter and cream, these are starch bombs that quickly raise blood sugar and insulin levels. High insulin can trigger sodium retention and stiffen your arteries over time. And research shows that people who eat fried potatoes 4 or more times per week have a significantly higher risk of both heart disease and stroke. Instead, if you love potatoes, try boiled sweet potatoes or baked red potatoes with olive oil and herbs. They're rich in potassium and fiber, which help counteract sodium and support better circulation. 3. Beets, a surprising double-edged sword. Beets are often praised for their ability to boost nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels and improves blood flow. But here's the catch: if you have kidney issues or are prone to kidney stones, too many beets can be risky. Beets are high in oxalates, natural compounds that can accumulate and form kidney stones. And kidney dysfunction is one of the top hidden risk factors for stroke because it throws off blood pressure balance. So while a small serving of fresh beet juice is great once or twice a week, daily beet smoothies might actually raise your stroke risk through kidney stress. Moderation is key. 4. Spinach and kale, when eaten excessively raw. Spinach and kale are superfoods, right? Absolutely, but there's something you should know. Raw spinach and kale are packed with vitamin K, which helps blood clot normally. But if you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, Coumadin, and many seniors are, too much vitamin K can interfere with your medication. This can make your blood either too thick or too thin, leading to dangerous imbalances and even a stroke. So what's the solution? You don't need to cut them out entirely, just keep your intake consistent and talk to your doctor about safe levels. Lightly cooking them can also reduce their vitamin K concentration and oxalate content. 5. Celery, the hidden salt trap. Celery sounds innocent, right? Crunchy, fresh, and hydrating. But here's what few people know: celery is naturally high in sodium compared to other vegetables. For large stalks of celery can deliver over 200 milligrams of sodium. It's not much by itself, but if you're adding it to soups, salads, or juices, that sodium can quietly add up. For seniors sensitive to salt or with high blood pressure, this can contribute to overnight blood pressure spikes, and even lead to what doctors call a silent stroke, where you might not feel immediate symptoms. 6. Corn, a sweet starch with a hidden danger. Corn, especially canned or processed corn, is high in carbohydrates and often packed with salt or sugar. This can cause sudden blood sugar fluctuations, inflammation, and arterial stiffness. For those with type 2 diabetes or metabolic syndrome, which affects nearly half of seniors in the U.S., this combination is a dangerous setup for stroke risk. If you love corn, stick to fresh, grilled, or boiled corn on the cob with no butter or salt added. 7. Vegetable juices from stores. Many bottled vegetable juices, even those labeled healthy or heart-friendly, are high in sodium and preservatives. One serving can contain more than half your daily salt limit. And when your sodium levels spike before bed, your body retains water overnight, increasing blood pressure while you sleep, the time when most strokes actually occur. Instead, make your own juice with fresh vegetables, lemon, and a dash of turmeric or ginger. Section 3. Why these vegetables affect you more after 60. You might be wondering, why now? I've eaten these foods my whole life and felt fine. That's a great question. After 60, your body's chemistry changes dramatically. Arteries lose flexibility. The kidneys process salt less efficiently. Blood becomes thicker due to dehydration or medication side effects. That's why foods that were harmless in your 40s can now be risky. Let's look at 3 key changes that make seniors more vulnerable. 1. Reduced kidney filtration rate. Your kidneys can't remove sodium and waste as effectively, so salt-sensitive vegetables start to have a bigger impact. 2. Lower nitric oxide levels. This natural molecule keeps arteries relaxed and open. As it declines with age, even small increases in sodium or sugar can raise blood pressure. 3. Changes in blood viscosity. Certain vegetables high in oxalates, nitrates, or vitamin K can alter how your blood flows or clots, especially when combined with medications. The good news is, with a few smart swaps, you can still enjoy a colorful plate of vegetables and drastically reduce your stroke risk. Section 4. Stroke-safe vegetables that heal your arteries. Now that we've seen which vegetables can cause trouble, let's talk about the heroes, the ones that keep your arteries open, your brain sharp, and your heart healthy. Here are some stroke-protective vegetables every senior should eat. 1. Leafy greens, cooked, not raw. Steamed spinach, kale, or collard greens deliver potassium, magnesium, and antioxidants that lower blood pressure, without spiking sodium or interfering with medications, as long as intake is steady. Cooking them lightly helps your body absorb nutrients better and removes oxalates that can harm your kidneys. 2. Cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. These veggies are loaded with sulforaphane, a compound that helps reduce inflammation and clean plaque from artery walls. Studies show seniors who eat cruciferous vegetables at least 4 times per week have a 20% lower risk of stroke compared to those who rarely eat them. 3. Tomatoes, fresh or lightly cooked. Tomatoes are rich in lycopene, an antioxidant that prevents artery hardening and reduces LDL oxidation, one of the first steps toward stroke. Just make sure you're using fresh tomatoes or homemade sauces without added salt. 4. Garlic and onions. Both contain sulfur compounds that act as natural blood thinners and artery cleansers. Garlic, especially when crushed or eaten raw in small amounts, helps regulate blood pressure and cholesterol naturally. 5. Carrots and bell peppers. These colorful vegetables provide beta-carotene and vitamin C, both protect your blood vessels from oxidative damage and inflammation. 6. Avocado, yes, it's a fruit, but a stroke-safe one. Rich in potassium and healthy fats, avocado helps balance sodium levels and improve circulation, one of the simplest ways to lower stroke risk for older adults. Section 5. The overnight stroke warning signs. Now, what does it mean when we say stroke risk overnight? Many strokes occur during the early morning hours, between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. That's when blood pressure naturally rises after sleep. If you've eaten a high-sodium meal the night before, say, canned soup, pickles, or salted vegetable juice, your body holds onto that extra fluid while you sleep. This raises pressure in your arteries and increases the risk of a hemorrhagic or ischemic stroke when you wake up. Here are warning signs to watch for. Sudden numbness or weakness on one side of the body. Trouble speaking or understanding words. Blurred vision in one or both eyes. Loss of balance or coordination. Sudden severe headache with no known cause. If you notice any of these symptoms, don't wait, call 911 immediately. Quick treatment can save your life and prevent long-term damage. Section 6. Dr. Eric's 3-day stroke prevention plate plan. If you're worried that you might already be eating the wrong vegetables, don't panic. You can reset your body quickly. Here's a simple 3-day plan I recommend to my senior patients. Day 1. Breakfast, oatmeal with berries and chia seeds. Lunch, grilled chicken salad with olive oil and steamed broccoli. Dinner, baked salmon with carrots and spinach sautéed in garlic. Day 2. Breakfast, scrambled eggs with tomatoes and avocado. Lunch, lentil soup with low-sodium vegetable broth. Dinner, turkey stir-fry with bell peppers and cauliflower rice. Day 3. Breakfast, Greek yogurt with walnuts and banana. Lunch, tuna with mixed greens and olive dressing. Dinner, baked sweet potato with herbs, and roasted Brussels sprouts. During these days, avoid all canned or pickled vegetables, drink at least 8 glasses of water daily, and aim for 30 minutes of light activity like walking. Within just 3 days, most seniors see a noticeable drop in blood pressure and bloating, and feel lighter and clearer mentally. Section 7. Final thoughts. So, here's the takeaway. Vegetables are nature's medicine, but even medicine can be harmful in the wrong dose or form. If you're over 60, your goal should be balance, not restriction. Choose fresh, whole, and lightly cooked vegetables. Avoid anything that comes in a can, jar, or plastic bottle with added sodium. Listen to your body. If you feel dizzy, flushed, or swollen after a meal, that could be your body's way of saying, too much salt. Small changes, like switching from canned beans to fresh, or seasoning with herbs instead of salt, can literally save your life. Summary. Dr. Eric John. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Dr. Health Tips. If you found this information valuable, Please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your loved ones, especially anyone over 60 who might need this warning. And remember, your health is in your hands, one bite at a time. Stay strong, stay balanced, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll talk about one simple morning drink that keeps your blood pressure stable all day. Until then, take care, and keep living your best, healthiest life.